Danny Bijo, and any first day I'll me about body like it, comment and subscribe. Ghana near Obdin Kui or US, New York, Queens, and Abase. A confound tries a movie, we no, Masakun, account. We have a Rosa Mabatudra. Now we're Jamba 9 hour train New York. Na the Koba says, Sarah, Ghanaian Branty, and a papa ifa nipa be 5. As a nipa, yes, Sana report on the kind of 5 at Ghanaian Taxi. No more do some suburb New York or no. Almost twice or more Robino. We ma what the make do much, Sanko or Jessica, or that's it, and no pushino. A man at Tikoko Bohoma or unconscious. Later, no, he died in the hospital. Where I was Ghana community or New York at home, I drive you. We could pay baby and name better than them. And no man to a border. And Tiaja, I'll donate in the ma. Obomode would tear report now. Or Mutir Muse, COVID by impon one rested that. Or Boduma Wadre. Boduma say concoma for Jano. The passengers in the corner no more by. What I say, good name, the soft money, and sorry, my bedin, what I say. Even though a Ghana society and as a Ghana culture in Modia, and Cassam Bonnie for Bio Mundia. And so here and some more Kafa upon what was very papa. Until Emma say a torrent embassy at Matonosa. And so we ask no beer or come before so befrum. And the uncle report on how America news agencies, and I said news reporting houses, a reported case.
We begin with that attempted robbery on a taxi driver that turned deadly. It happened in the Rockaways this morning after the driver dropped off his passengers. Police say they attacked him. Then he fell to the ground and died. And now, as CBS 2's Alicia Reed reports, a Bronx community is in mourning as a big reward is offered for information leading to an arrest.
Jessica, the family is completely distraught. We're told within 2 hours of leaving for work this morning, police called with the tragic news. Kutin Gima, described as a peaceful man, took his last ride at work Saturday morning.
Why do you have to attack somebody for no reason? How much maybe is that money? And you took somebody's life. Come on.
Police say the taxi driver drove his 5 passengers to their Far Rockaway destination. And it was there, at Beach 54th Street and Arverne Boulevard, where the suspects didn't pay their fare and tried to rob him.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful. That's just awful.
Witnesses say he started chasing them, 3 males and 2 females, when he was hit in the back of the head. The taxi driver fell to the ground, hit his head, and lost consciousness. He later died at St. John's Hospital.
Right now in the house, the men's fellowship are there now. The pastor is there. Everybody is there now.
The Ghanaian community is coming together to comfort his wife and family. The 52-year-old is described as a devout Christian. He and his wife have 4 children, the oldest only 8 years old.
She's so young to hear this with 4 children. Too bad.
The New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers is offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Meanwhile, friends and family are trying to wrap their minds around this terrible loss.
A loving and caring gentleman, hardworking, takes care of the family. Yeah, we've really lost a dedicated father.
Funeral expenses are being covered by Gima's employer. The New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers is holding a rally Sunday morning. We're told the family is expected to attend. In Co-op City, Alicia Reed, CBS 2 News.
Taxi drivers took a stand for justice after one of their own was killed while dropping off passengers in Queens. At a rally today, they urged the suspects to turn themselves in, and they offered support for the dead driver's grieving wife and 4 children. Eyewitness News reporter Johnny Fernandez has the story from Woodside.
Surrounded by loved ones and taxi drivers, tearful and heartbroken, Abby Gima spoke out about her husband, 52-year-old Kutin Gima.
I have no words to describe him. He was a good man. He was a good man.
Police say the 52-year-old taxi driver, a father of 4, let 5 passengers out near Beach 54th Street in Queens on Saturday morning. The fare beaters tried to leave without paying, then attack and tried to rob him. Police say the 52-year-old chased after them. Moments later, he was struck by the suspects, fell, struck his head, and died.
Probably was the first fare of his day. It was probably the first person that he picked up. And guess what? It was the last person that he picked up because his life was taken away. For what? For money? It was taken away for money. That's what it all boils down to.
Today, the New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers gathered to show support for one of their own. The union is now offering a $15,000 reward for the arrest of the people responsible for the death of the 52-year-old taxi driver. A man they say worked restlessly, especially during the height of the pandemic.
This gentleman drove his cab. He never stopped taking passengers. This, to me, is a hero like a first responder. If a doctor, a nurse, someone, a family member needed to get somewhere, he was driving the cab. He never stopped.
Members of the union and loved ones of the 52-year-old started a GoFundMe page. It's raised over $30,000, but they still want one thing answered. Why did these people commit such a horrific act? The mayor's office, in a statement, calls this death a tragedy that's not only devastating but unacceptable, saying violence will not be tolerated, which is why we're working every day to get violent criminals off our streets. It's the action Abby and her family want to see happen after a heartbreaking death to a man gone too soon.
It was my backbone. I'm lost right now. My children's hero. I don't know what to do right now. I am lost. I am lost in this.
And the taxi company, taxi association now in New York, no. I did. I say, one person boy police, I may have to make perpetrators of this crime, and as this criminals, I want to be a taxi driver of Ghana. I feel in a crash, I may release $15,000. I will I traded the whereabouts of these criminals on bearable deal. I'm sure say with the involvement of the FBI, because we are crime, the FBI and evidence technicians, recover some scenes, either from prints no that compare CCTV footages around the area if they are lucky to find one and see what happens in the coming days. Hopefully, ABI able to manage justice. I'm a brand of Ghana. I hope. So what to consider Coppersica Buffy and now Bobra. I shall know ma. Now what crowd is a walk-juma. Now I'm a phoebe. I hope. I some ass from Pa and the beaches were about Ghana for more New York, Queens to be specific. Yeah. Let's see what comes up in the coming days. Thanks for watching.